Hi, Melissa. How you doing? You've got your consumption and consumerism up here. I want to take a close look at it. Okay, I think you've been really consistently strong throughout the process here since we started this assignment. So I'm saying a really good job. I definitely have some consideration for improvement in terms of the presentation itself. Let me real quick. I just want to go. No, we're at 8.5 by 11 here. I mean, you have a considerable page size to work with, so that's good. I just wanted to check that because I'm thinking some of your pages are a little bit cramped. Let's start with the front cover, okay? Now, the first thing I want to mention is that you're using too many colors here. Immediately you're kind of like diluting any kind of meaning that you're trying to establish with color. The reason being is because you've got 4 different colors, 2 yellows, 2 different yellows that are so close that it almost looks like a mistake. Okay, have you ever heard that in design, that if something is too similar to something else on a page, it appears as a mistake? There's a perfect example right there. Here you're using the consumption for the C, the hook for the C and consumption, but over here, you're using it as a question mark. Okay, so you need to decide which way you want to present it. Okay, otherwise, again, you're going to dilute that impact. All right. My idea is if you're using it as a hook, forget the question mark. It's clever, sure, I'll give you that, but let's forget the question mark. If it's already a good concept, let's not try to double up on something that's already good. Okay. Okay. Now this is where I'm really starting to see your pages are getting super cramped because you have an 8.5 and 11 by 11 page size. But what you've done is effectively you've reduced that page size by at least an inch on each side. Let me check. Oh yeah, about an inch about 3/4 of an inch on each side, top and bottom. So you've now reduced that to 6 something inches, and that's not good because this is just too cramped. Your word count is character count is too long, anywhere between 45, I'd say 50 and 65. Make that a double column. It'll read much easier. It'll read much easier. It's just too difficult for folks to get all the way here, and then to go all the way back there to the beginning of the line, then read that whole line, then go all the way back there. By the time you're on the 3rd line, your eyes are just exhausted. So 2 columns would definitely work. I think the grid would work here. The actual trade show booth, everything looks great. I want to show you something though. See how that's a whole cutout hook? That thing is that hooked. It's closed down here so you could add your table. I think that's a mistake. I think this should look like this. Not close to, not kind of, not yes, but it's thicker. No, I think it should look identical to this. Okay? So that's food for thought. Work the table in somewhere else. It's a clever idea, but it's just not working. Changing the shape of your main hook, no pun intended. Okay, your materials list is the best I've seen in the class. Your research is the best I've seen in the class. And so that is really, really a great job there. This piece is not going to work. It's a flyer. I mean, maybe it's clever, maybe it's not. It doesn't matter. Maybe it's made of sustainable materials. It doesn't matter. It's going on the floor. I guarantee it. If you know what, just for giggles and grins, just go and start Googling images of trade shows, parking lot of a trade show on a Sunday, or trade show floor after the show. You'll see they're just littered. In the business, a lot of us designers, we designers won't take a trade show job. I won't design collateral for something that's going in a trade show because I don't particularly think my work looks real good on the ground. So, and that's a fact. So, think about that. This is being designed to throw away. It's that simple. Folks are lazy. They're not going to carry stuff. It's going to get thrown away. Even if they don't throw it away, what are they going to do with it when they're done? Hold it? I mean, there's nothing to do with it. Okay, so we need to work some usability into this. And to answer your question, yes, you have to mock up your collateral piece. You have to. It's part of the requirement. It's in a design studio. There's nothing that's going to leave your desk that's not going to be mocked up, and that's true of book covers. That's true of anything. Even little handouts all have to be worked out by hand, so you can hold it and feel it and see how it works in your hand. And that's the idea behind mock-ups. So yes, you do have to mock up your handout. Okay, giveaway item. Oh, wait a second. I'm so sorry. It's not your mock-up. Your 3D piece. I'm sorry. Yes, your 3D piece. This 3D piece, where did you go? Yeah, this is the piece you have to mock up. So I'm sorry. Everything stays the same. My comments, I feel the same way about this as a flyer, as a handout. I've been saying it since week 2. I've said it to every student in the class. Don't use a handout or a flyer for your collateral piece. So please think about that. Okay, this is the weak link in your project. Over here, this is the one you have to build. You have to somehow figure out a way to mock this up. And the reason we mock up, to answer your question, is so that you can hold it and see how big it is, see how it looks. So building a mock-up is an integral part of design. I know it seems like your questions kind of seems like, do we really need to? But yeah, absolutely. So think that through. Think about a way to mock that up. This is hot, man. I just want to take a screenshot of this so I can share it with all your classmates on how to source your format your sources. All right. So anyways, these stripes, again, reducing the page size. Watch your grid. Let's set up a typographic grid. You can maybe make your presentation more pages and put less on each page. This piece isn't working. That hole in the middle there, get that tied in, and your color. And other than that, I think this is the best, if not, close to, if not the best piece in the class. So, and I think that's obvious. So, all right, awesome job. Any questions? Give me a holler, please. Thanks.